Hey, what's up guys? Let's talk about episode 2 of Fooly Cooly Progressive. A reminder that I'm going to be going over some spoilers and recapping things about the episode and letting you know what my thoughts are. So this time it opens again with a dream sequence where we see Hidomi is kind of inside a zombie movie. I love when Fooly Cooly does this experimental animation every now and then where they kind of change the flow of the overall animation and do something completely different. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is explained in later episodes, or, you know, maybe it won't be because it's Fooly Cooly. But from my interpretation, it seems to be like this is kind of how Hidomi views the world. We are seeing how she might just feel like everything is dead, or maybe she's just dead inside. Right before she heads to school, we see that Jinyu is working as a housemaid with her mom, and she warns her not to trust the Vespa woman.
The Vespa woman! Vespa? A wasp woman?
At least she tries, but she keeps getting cut off. Now, I really enjoyed this following sequence, which is kind of a fun little tribute to the fans of Fooly Cooly, as we see Haruko come in and just start bringing attention to all the classmates, and everyone just absolutely adores her. Here it seems like the class kind of resembles the fans of Fooly Cooly and how many people really like Haruko as a character. They even reveal a yearbook which has all these photos and things that they talk about where Haruko was playing baseball and there was a bonfire. Does that sound familiar? Any of those fans of you from season 1? The plot of this episode starts to go forward when Haruko requests that Hidomi bring Ide his homework. I have to say I love little moments of Haruko just talking. I don't know, she says the silliest things, and the way she says them are just a lot of fun, and I can't get enough of it. It's one of the things I absolutely loved about the show. So the episode starts to get a bit weird when she goes to the outskirts and finds this slum where she's trying to find Ide, and she encounters this guy who's wondering if she wants to be a pro. We don't really understand what he means, but when you really think about it, you kind of figure it out. We then get a little more backstory on Ide when they watch from afar as he deals with trying to sell all this machinery and apparently try to make ends meet, and he lives in an apartment. I like that they were developing his character, and I also enjoyed how they had a brief moment here where he and Hidomi were interacting. We get to see some really awkward dialogue from Ide, how he's just really nervous, and you can tell he really likes Hidomi, but he doesn't quite know what to say. Luckily, it kind of seems like she likes him too, but they are soon interrupted by Haruko in a just perfect Haruko fashion. Now here's where the episode really takes off, as Haruko, of course, is trying to get closer to Adamisk and of course use Hidomi like she did with Naota in the first season. However, Jinyu shows up and she tries to confront Haruko about this past experience where apparently the two of them might have been one. And you can actually see a bit of it during the end credits. That is something I didn't quite understand or realize the first time around with the first episode. And Jinyu also knows Haruko's real identity as Rahuru. So we get a really fun, crazy battle. Haruko is back to using her guitar, trying to hit people on the head. And when Ide is in trouble, Hidomi overflows and she becomes a really tiny, interesting looking robot that really packs a punch and gives Haruko quite a surprise. And the episode ends with Jinyu saving both Hidomi and Ide, but not without Hidomi remembering to give Ide his worksheet. So this one definitely felt like the Fooly Cooly of old. I really enjoyed how things progressed, and we really got to see a lot of that classic big fight scenes and little silly things that we've come to know that simply make it Fooly Cooly. But I'm really looking forward to learning more about Haruko's motivations this time around, whether she's trying to obtain Adamisk again or if she's actually trying to find Naota. I'm kind of hoping maybe a mix of both. Well, I'm really enjoying this season so far, you guys. I'm really curious what you think of it. If it's starting to feel like the Fooly Cooly you know and love, if you like this season more or less so, I'm just curious overall what your thoughts are. My name is Dylan, and if you enjoyed this review, subscribe to my channel while the video ends and send me a thumbs up before you go. Thanks for watching, and stay diligent.